I've realized there's probably a lot easier way to do this that will also potentially break the game. This strategy was born out of necessity since I lost my save file, but it's gonna go quicker today. So to start, obviously we have a very basic dinosaur with very basic abilities. It can headbutt things, it can shoot things, it's pretty effective for this early on. However, if I leave this beautiful dinosaur to his own devices, he quickly finds himself in trouble from the mushroom robots, who are pretty much gonna defeat him instantly. Then he dies. But we still get experience and parts for doing that, and if I leave an auto clicker right here, he's just going to go right back into battle repeatedly. So I'm just going to leave him to do his thing for a few minutes and see what kind of parts and experience we save up. Then we're going to boost ourselves way ahead, tear through everything until we hit another point where we need a little pause. So after sacrificing my dinosaur many times, we're up to 1445 nuts and bolts. And we've definitely collected a few parts, so let's go ahead and collect some of these and upgrade him way beyond where he's supposed to be upgraded right now. Well, we can get him at least to a level 4 nose, and that's nice and sharp. As far as his knee pads go, let's see how high we're going to get these. We might even get those a level beyond. There's level 4. So level 4 knee pads on the very first level. This is obviously going to be the fun one. He needs better weapons. So also a level 4 cannon on his back, plus all of the upgrades here. So I'm going to upgrade my gun more than anything. The headbutt isn't as strong. And then we just set him loose in the world again. At least for now, I'm not actually going to help him. I'm pretty much going to make this game play itself for now. But I feel like with his new upgrades and everything, he's going to go a lot further. Because his weapon upgraded like 4 levels by itself. It's just blowing up the orbs in one little shot. There might be better drops later on near the boss level, so I might push ahead to there and do our cycle there because he'll get better drops along the way. For now, it's pretty evident he can kill all these things, so I'm going to help him get along here just so we don't have to sit and wait forever to make this happen. I think using this strategy, we can take upgrades entirely too far today. Get out of the way, stupid, I'm in a hurry. We're on to stage 2-5 now and we're already fighting the cactuses. Those are going to slow us down in a big way, so that's good. Though I want to push a little further before we do our cycle. I'm also noticing that some of the drops are level 2 now, like those knee pads, so that's going to get us upgrades just that much quicker, especially if we can stack up like 20 of them. We made it to stage 4-1. I think this is where we're going to repeat our cycle now, provided we actually die here. Which we definitely might, because we're onto the wasps, and those I think can do a lot of damage. Yeah, so it looks like if I'm not using my abilities, we can't even get through stage 4-1, so that's perfect. I'll get to about here, get a few drops, maybe make it to stage 4-2, but then I'll certainly die, get some experience, repeat. Do you think my dinosaur ever gets tired of being sacrificed? That's sort of a trick question. It doesn't matter. What does matter is we opened a level 4 box full of all those goodies. Plus we're going to need to be checking in here more often because we've got a lot of things we should be upgrading, but I feel like this is going to put us a little bit over the top power wise because we're going to go from a level 4 to a level 6 helmet. The knee pads aren't quite full, and that's a good problem to have. So those also jumped up to level 6, and I assume my gun is going to do the same. Yep, one level 6 gun coming up, and we have the zapper now. On top of that, we have 4,000 to spend, so we're going to upgrade our machine gun in a big way, our headbutt a little bit, then we'll upgrade the zapper a little bit, because we got money to spend. And this is only on level 4. So the difference now is we're shooting laser balls that are pretty much destroying things before we get there. If we use that, we're going to destroy everything, so we're just going to walk on through a few levels till we get better upgrades again. Even on just his natural gun, he's for the most part taking care of everything just fine. The bees are going to be a little bit stronger still, but I've got tons of health to take through this. If I could just maintain this level of overpowered through the entire thing, that would be great. And I almost forgot that I had a zapper this entire time too. I need to be using that more because I feel like it's going to do good against enemies that are this weak. Even my headbutt at this point is strong enough to destroy multiple things. Yeah, I realized I should just push right through 5-5 to the boss. That way we'll start getting better drops and seeing different enemies again too. It's all about those drops. And if I can be getting level 4s instead of level 1s, we'll upgrade just that much quicker. Plus I need to electrocute something new. Here's a good test of where we're at. It's a boss fight. I have a feeling we're going to do okay in this one because I feel like our upgrades are a little bit ahead of where they're supposed to be. We're going to give him a headbutt, we're going to give him a shock. He's already down to half health. I was hoping he'd be dead already, but I think we're going to survive this one. We're going to be okay. So we hit him with another machine gun and he's dead. He did take off 200 of our health, so we need to be further ahead for the next boss. Before starting in on these levels, I'm going to put together whatever parts I can just so they're not getting in the way. My inventory will fill up and that will block better stuff from happening. In fact, I'm straight up going to throw away level 1 parts at this point because I feel like they're just not going to have any use anymore. Now we're fighting slightly stronger enemies, so they should be able to kill us before too long, and that's exactly what we want. We're just going to grind here for a little while. Okay, I think my little dinosaur is due for an upgrade. Mostly because I'm still getting lots of level 1 and 2 parts. I want to get a little bit further to where we're getting better parts. Plus, we're not making it far enough into the levels to really get a lot of parts. Though we did get enough for a new snout, knee pads, however, are not our friend today. I was really hoping for a new gun too. And we'll actually get one, but just barely. 6,000 parts to spend, which is a little bit, but not a ton. I'm going to give myself a little bit of that, but mostly machine gun, then a little bit of headbutt. Then let's see if we can make it maybe a few levels in here. We'll even help him out with a little bit of machine gun action. This feels a little bit better, especially when I'm using my abilities. Like, we haven't even taken any damage yet, and I haven't even been using my little hovercraft yet either. But every one of these upgrades seems to make a pretty big difference. Stage 6-4, we're at another scorpion. This really isn't going to be too much of a struggle. I'm going to try and get to like 8 or 9. Then we'll hopefully start getting drops that aren't level 2s. So at least while using abilities, we're still able to destroy pretty much everything in front of us without too much issue, including the scorpions. I did kind of forget about these weirdos though. They definitely can hurt me, but that's kind of a good thing, because these will definitely stop our progress when we go back on autopilot. And we are starting to get as high as level 4 drops on the ground, so that's going to make a big difference. On 8-3, things are getting a little bit harder, but still not bad. As long as we're using our abilities, we can still walk through most of everything, including goggles here with a well-timed headbutt. This could be a little bit of a challenge with 2 of these guys hitting me. I need my little drone to come out and help me like right now, because they do a lot of damage. Speaking of armor, I am going to upgrade my knee pads just a little. I guess I might as well do everything else too. I don't think it's going to be able to carry me any further, but it's just going to clear up some inventory room. So we're up to a level 8 face already, and we'll see how far the gun goes by itself. I still don't think he would make it by himself, mostly because of these guys. We've got to be a few levels ahead with our weapons to be able to autopilot through this, especially because the enemies are actually getting pretty piled up and strong at this point. And we have the flamethrower bots. If those get their flamethrowers on us, we die very quickly, which is good and bad. But I think I have to look at this. This is exactly where we're just going to go on autopilot, because there's lots of things to kill, but it won't kill us instantly. We'll get some drops before dying. Like, there's a level 5 drop, so if we get a few of those are going to add up super quick. So time for dinosaur sacrifice. It's definitely been a few sacrifices, so let's clean out our inventory. Though we're not getting as much as we thought on this little short level, we are getting pretty high level drops at least though. And it's definitely better to have fewer high level drops than a bunch of low level ones, because it takes 1 billion to add up to one of these anyway. But we get a level 8 armor now, so our knees are protected. And we also get a red cannon on our back, which gives us firepower. Plus $16,000 for upgrades. We'll just get a few of these because they're not that special. I want that level 10. We'll get a few headbutts, and I don't know, we'll just put the rest into fire for now. Then I think I want to push through to level 10, where we're going to get slightly better drops again. Although to start, suddenly we're getting lots of drops, and I'm not sure if that's because we upgraded our gear or if that's just purely luck, but suddenly every enemy is dropping us something. Even now these guys are still pretty strong despite all of our upgrades, but they're not strong enough. This dinosaur is out for revenge. He's tired of dying again and again, at least for the next 3.5 minutes. Then he's going back to being a sacrifice. This part could be particularly hard if I didn't have that kind of firepower. This is stage 9-5, so it should be the hardest of all of the 9 stages, but I still don't think they're going to be able to stand up to me because our upgrades are a little bit ahead. And though a part like this, if they all hit me, actually could be pretty bad. So we're going to get the flamethrower going, then we're going to headbutt them all, most of them, then we're going to machine gun the rest of these. And before grinding away, we're going to upgrade what we can to clear up a little bit of room and give him a bit of a fighting chance. We get a better face, and they're getting pretty sick of putting low level parts together. I would so much rather just have fewer high level parts. Alright, back to the sacrifice. He'll be able to make a little bit of progress due to his upgrades, but the point is that he can't make it all the way by himself. He just needs to get a few upgrade parts before dying, then repeat. And now that I'm sitting here watching and not trying, we're not finding any upgrade parts. Whereas last time, as soon as I started actively paying attention, he was dropping parts everywhere. Watching him go along, he actually made it to 10-3 all by himself. They grow up so fast. I accidentally helped my dinosaur a little ways along and got to the boss. I didn't mean to make it this far, but then I was curious to see if my dinosaur could just 1v1 the boss without any abilities, and it looks like he can't. The boss does 100 damage per attack. We got under about half health though, but I think that means it's time for some upgrades. Yes, we have good timing there because we are quickly running out of room, and look at all the level 4s we have to smash together. And then also level 5s. There's just something very satisfying about putting them all together and cleaning it up. I would love if they would actually lead to some upgrades though. That's kind of why I'm here. Well, we do get better knee pads now, so he's going to be better at doing stuff on his knees. We don't yet get a better gun, and I'm very disappointed with that. But we very satisfyingly have one of every level, so if we get one more gun, we get an upgrade. Aside from that, I do have $18,000 to spend on upgrades, so we're going to upgrade our gun a little more. That's going to do stupid amounts of damage, and then I guess we're just going to do the flamethrower for now, and then, I don't know, these ones. So now he'll be able to make it just a little further all by himself anyways. And that enemy just dropped a gun. And that's really all I was looking for there, because we only needed one gun of any kind to get me a level up. So we can go like that, and then we get the new gun, which is going to help us get a little bit further. And it also comes with the bomb ability, so we should be able to tear right through the boss, especially now. And we have our penetrator back, and that's really all I'm here for. But on a more serious note, I think we've got the upgrades we need now to pretty much dismantle this entire lineup of things, especially when we can use bombs. Yeah, I don't think anything's really even going to be able to hurt us right now. So I'm pretty much just going to annihilate my way through to the boss. We'll take care of him, and then we're going to grind up in the new area to get even better parts again. Ooh, look at this cluster of enemies. Normally that would be really strong, but we just made them evaporate. Now for the real test of strength, we need to fight the boss. Compared to last time, I got him down to half health before running out of life. We've already got him down to half health, and we've only started to penetrate him. So we're definitely strong enough to defeat the boss, and we're only going to get stronger from here. So now we're fighting penguins and things that are going to be stronger, but we're going to grind stage 11-1 basically, because these will kill us eventually, but we'll kill enough of them to get lots of good parts along the way. Some grinding later, time for upgrades. Though the drops don't feel quite as generous as they were last time. And with nothing to show for our grinding, we'll just get back to grinding. But I'll maybe jump ahead to this level. I suspect the drops will be just a little bit better, and I need to actually kill some stuff just to, you know, relieve some stress or whatever. I don't know, I just want to kill things. Plus when we actually use our abilities, we just tear through everything. But I'm starting to suspect that I get better drops from stronger enemies. Like, these are just basic penguins with goggles on. The stronger guys should, in theory, give me better drops. Have some bombs. Yeah, these are the guys I was looking for, the guys that really hurt with their saws. And he did no doubt give me an item drop, so my theory may be correct. We are still taking a fair bit of damage from the saw guys, still not enough to get us anywhere near dead, but we need to get even further ahead. I don't want to lose any health as I go. And I'm going to adjust my brilliant strategy starting now, because I pick up these boxes a lot. You can only hold one at a time, so as soon as I see one getting picked up, I'm going to open it, then keep grinding. So already to start stage 12-1, we're running into a saw guy right away, so that's hopefully going to lead to better drops for me. But it's basically up to our dinosaur friend to take it from here. And there's my first crate, so this is probably going to work out pretty well. And because it's level 12, it gave me all of this stuff. Nothing is particularly high level, but that's going to add up quickly. If I can get one of those every run or two, we're going to get a lot of parts. Okay, my crate theory isn't working super well because we're not finding any. We saved up another 12,000 parts, no crate. But we are getting a decent amount of parts, but I feel like we need to bump a few levels ahead to get better parts. But we do get a level 10 nose. Who knew all these low level parts would add up eventually? And look how expensive my upgrades are getting already. $8,000 for a machine gun? I'll take it. This is going to be next. So let's push ahead a few levels to hopefully find some better drops. And also we need to test our newly powered machine gun. There's a crate already, so that figures. But the machine gun seems wildly overpowered, and I'm all about it. It definitely makes a world of difference just using some of these abilities. These two idiots are the final of the wave, and they're about to melt. Look at this cluster of enemies. The machine gun left one alive. We need a better machine gun. This is also a really annoying cluster. Let's hope the bombs, yeah, can mostly take care of them, and the headbutt will finish them off. Oh, and I forgot about these guys already. Oh, that was a really bad bomb. But we'll go ahead and penetrate our way out of this. So this is the 5th part of stage 12, and so far, not a challenge. Even when things are hitting me, I'm still just fine. And this is going to sound stupid, but I just realized the level of the box corresponds to the level I'm on. That's why we're getting some level 6 parts now. Okay, time to see if we can fit something into an upgrade. We're getting lots of high level parts now, so we should be getting close. I didn't realize we collected this many parts already. This is fun. Okay, we get better knee pads, so we have better armor. And for guns, I suspect we may get an upgrade. Okay, we definitely get an upgrade because here's one already. And we're not that far away from another one actually, which means it's a perfect time to grind again for a little bit because we can get even stronger than our laser balls. This little box has lots of good pieces, which means we get new face mask, new knee pads, but most importantly, new gun. And we have a ton of points to spend. We're going to put a few into these abilities because they're kind of relevant for now, but then I also want a ridiculously powerful machine gun. We are now a purple dinosaur. Well, we're a purple dinosaur so far, so we need to see how far all of these abilities can carry us. I'm hoping we just kind of melt through everything for a little bit and then we get to a new area for even better grinding. I am so far getting tons of high level drops, so I'm pretty happy about that. And our damage seems to be pretty good to the point where we're very easily able to walk through a lot of these enemies. In particular, this version of the machine gun melts everything in its path. And it would be really great if this could give me some, well, level 8 items are actually really good. I was hoping for level 10s, but I'm an optimist. Alright, let's get this boss out of the way, kill him, and then we're going to move on to stronger idiots for stronger parts. The machine gun already took off a quarter of his health, then we're going to hit him with the laser and the drone thing. He's pretty strong. We'll get stronger. Okay, we've taken off half his health. He's only taken off 100 of mine. Basically 10% so far, so I think we're more than strong enough to defeat him. But I want to be so far ahead, things evaporate. And he's dead. Moving on. And that gave me just enough parts to be able to upgrade my nose. So now we're a very spiky nose. This is the kind of world I want to create. And we're now fighting some kind of bugs. They're not super strong compared to my machine gun, but they're dropping level 8 parts. So we're going to be able to grind up some good stuff super quick. And a level 10 item just dropped. So I get like 6 of those. There's another one. Wow, those are dropping quick. We're going to get super overpowered. There's also a thing that is basically a cannon on legs, and I really approve that, but I also need to kill it. So I'm finding lots of level 10s, level 9s, level 8s, so the gear from here is going to upgrade itself super fast. And look what the chest gave us. Look at all those level 10s and 9s. This is from like a single level. This is bananas. There's level 10s going together, there's level 11s going together, so there's another new nose, and it's been 1 level. That one's less spiky. That does put our bite damage up to 120. And we're also going to get new shin pads. Now we have spiky thighs, which means our health is 1500. Probably going to manage to get at least 1 new weapon out of this deal, because look at all these parts. So we're going from 1250 damage up to 1450, and we're back to fire skills. And 1 more level and we're going to upgrade that gun again. So I'm not necessarily going to bother to evolve the fire skills that much. I want to see what the bomb does a little bit, but I also want another machine gun upgrade. So machine gun is meltier than ever before. I kind of want to see what this does. Oh, it just drops a big bomb on everything. That's kind of fun. The flamethrower's never really been my friend, and it's not going to start being my friend now. So let's see if we can drop a bomb on these guys. Well, that is 150 damage. That's definitely not too bad at all. We could upgrade that to get a mega bomb, but we're about to move past the bombs anyway. There's also a parrot with legs holding a gun. He evaporated pretty quickly though, so they might not have a lot of health. It's also pretty possible that we're just doing a lot of damage. Let's drop a bomb on him this time. Well, yeah, they're pretty tough, I guess. A machine gun is just tougher. I have a feeling that this one, yep, is gonna have a lot of good stuff. I mean, look at how many level 10 thigh plates we have. I don't know what to call these. I'm gonna call them thigh plates. So now we're up to 1800 defense, and our damage is going to go from 1450 all the way up to 1680. That's a considerable jump, and we're back to the penetrator. Well, we're mostly going to upgrade that a whole bunch, so that's going to be level 10 now, that's going to be level 9. And I think this is a good spot to just grind. We're getting so many high level items that before you know it, we're going to have level a billion everythings. Just got another crate full of level 11 to 9. So that obviously means we can go to level 14 in the face. We have ears now, and we get a better gun, so we're going from 1680 all the way up to 2100. That's a huge jump. The skills aren't really that fun, but we're going to upgrade them just a little, and then we're going to grind some more. Another high level crate full of level 11, which is crazy that even after all that we still can't quite get an upgrade there. But we can get better leg armor, so we're up to 2100 HP. But I think I want to make it to the next level. I think I'll get slightly better drops. And I want way better drops, because we're still not doing enough damage somehow, even though we can go like this and make everything disappear. And it's definitely good that I do have all this health, because enemies here still do a lot of damage. I mean, I think I lost about a third of it there, which is, you know, something. But as long as I have my machine gun, we'll be okay. After completing that level, we have a level 19 crate, which has lots of level 11s. And I think that probably means we get an even better weapon now. So we're going from 2100 damage per minute to 2320, and we're back to the purple things. I don't love the purple things, so we're going to give them level 10 only for now. Another crate of goodies means that I get level 15. Look at that headpiece. That also puts me up to 160 bite damage. I can't remember what we were at before, but it wasn't that much. Same with our leg guards. We're going from 2100 HP all the way up to 2400. We're going to be pretty much invincible. Gun is still going to be a minute, but I've got time. So it turns out at this point I made my dinosaur so strong, he's kind of actually doing this by himself. He's on stage 19.3 and I haven't used any skills. So that means we're just about there. We get our first level 16 item, and that's a very spiky face again. Plus level 16 armor, that's going to take us an extra 300 HP up to 2700. But obviously most important is our weapon, and we definitely get a new upgrade there. So we're going to go from 2320 up to 2,700. That is a dinosaur. Plus, I have about $70,000 to spend on upgrades, so let's make sure our big bomb is somewhere nice, but I also want to get this upgraded. When I started this little idea, I had no idea it was going to take this many hours to do this, but so far it's looking pretty good. We're melting people with our machine gun. Our big bomb probably does tons of damage. Yep, I think that said 450. So I think we'll probably be able to ride this right on through to the boss. Could probably almost do it himself at this point, even with the pink tanks. And I just picked up another weapon crate on 19.4. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with where our dinosaur is at right now. He just feels ridiculously strong. Like, even taking all the damage I am, I'm being very lazy. I've still got 1,800 health left. And we're destroying everything in our path. So what does a level 20 crate have in it? Level 12 items. That's stupid. Alright, so let's send our way on to the final boss and see what kind of challenge he poses for us. So I suspect probably not much of one at this point. This warning is actually for the boss that I'm coming. I feel like he's not going to stand much of a chance. So he's a giant floating octopus. We'll take some of that, have some flamethrower. We'll also drop a bomb on you. Then when we get close again, we're going to headbutt you. So far I've lost 200 health, he's lost a third of his, so I think we're in good shape. For me it's really just all about my machine gun. That can always take off probably a fifth of his health at a time. I missed with the headbutt, but that's not gonna matter. I'm actually really disappointed with this. As many hours as I put into this today, we're killing him way slower than I wanted to be. Can I get level 100 gear now? Oh, a new dinosaur. There's extra stages. There's more to go and I'm very excited about that. We'll figure that out next time.